So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. Wake me up when it's over.
What's a tawny filter, huh? Good morning, crew. I have to leave that song on. Good morning. Good morning. My shrooms, it's true. Detroit, you would think we're like more Motor City, kind of like, where's the hip hop pops? Um, and some of that Motown groove, but my shrooms like reggae. The more reggae I play, the more they appreciate it and show us that appreciation inside those tubs of theirs. Let's do our mindfulness segment. Can we do our mindfulness segment? Give me 5 people. Oh, here I go asking for likes again. I'm going to ask. I don't know how to do it appropriately, but I would like to see some more likes up there for the purposes of spreading the good word. Are we ready? Let's do some mindfulness. This is how we'll start. John Steinbeck, Grapes of Wrath. Give me 5 people that actually read the book. Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. Many of you have heard of it, but did you really read it? Not the Cliff Notes either. Okay? Raisins in the Sun is a kind of a different genre, right? Mike read it, Kim read it, MVP read it, Anthony's admitting it. Jake, the movie's not quite like the book, typically. I read the movie, Will did. Will Kreitzer's here this morning. Will, I'm so glad to see you. I have to talk about you later. Sharon read it back in the 20s, she said. Sharon, it wasn't written in the 20s, okay, when we were in high school. So we have to fix that story. Here we go. John Steinbeck in The Grapes of Wrath. You would think, well, I didn't think he was as smart as he is, okay? I was Sharon 80s, okay, I was 70s. Ain't you thinking what it's gonna be like when we get there? Ain't you scared it won't be like and nice like we thought? No, she said quickly. No, I ain't. You can't do that. I can't do that. It's too much living, too many lives. Up ahead, there's 1,000 lives we might live. But when it comes, it'll only be one. John Steinbeck, Grapes of Wrath. Ain't you scared it won't be nice like we thought? Let's look ahead. Let's freak out ahead. Or let's realize oh my God, no, can't do that. I can't do that. It's too much living, too many lives. This girl's smart. She says that if I had to look ahead like that, I would live too many lives. Up ahead, there's 1,000 lives we might live. But when it comes, it'll only be one. That's mindful. Let's be mindful. That's pretty good. I was reading the news this morning. You guys read the news? That's all about quantum mechanics, right, Kim? I think that's a really neat quote. Thank you, Steinbeck. That's just his characters talking back and forth. That's pretty good. We tested, this is the Willamette Week. It's a paper in Oregon. We tested the Shroom House shrooms. You guys remember the Shroom House? You guys remember the old Shroom House, right? That's that place in Oregon that was open for a few weeks. They were selling penis envy, 7 grams, $95 a shot, kind of a deal. Remember that? And then after a little while, the police came in, raided them, shut them down. Well, this article, they had some of the product that was sold at the place. And this guy has a review on the product. I don't think any of you would be interested in me reading that article to you, would you? Would anybody be interested in me reading that? Well, you don't even have to go look it up. Who is interested in me reading that to them? It's not a long article. Dude, read it, Sharon. It's an interesting article. It was written yesterday, February 1st, 5:48 Pacific Standard Time. That was yesterday evening. Shroom House followed none of the Oregon laws during its brief, lucrative run selling psychedelic mushrooms from a store on West Burnside Street in November. Among the regulations it ignored was testing its product at a state-certified laboratory. We know that because there were no state-certified laboratories operating then. There still aren't. It already tells you half a mess. In order to do this stuff, you have to have it tested by the state. Oops, the state doesn't have a testing lab. Only one testing facility has even applied for a license from the Oregon Health Authority. It's called Rose City Laboratories, LLC. It's a tidy, high-tech lab in southeast Portland that started out testing cannabis in 2012. And now it has branched out into asbestos detection and other areas to insulate itself from the slumping weed market. That's smart. I'm a lab that I've been testing weed. Game's kind of running short. I'm going to branch out. I'm going to start testing shrooms. It's smart. Rose City Laboratories. Rose City has been certified to test psychedelic mushrooms by the Oregon Environmental Laboratory Accreditation Program, a first step towards licensure. This is a small flex. Small flex. Pops and the Detroit Mush Lab have hired a consultant for the state of Michigan to help us figure out how to get involved in Michigan's testing. I don't know where we're going to go with it. I don't know if we will. I don't know if it'll be money spent in the wind, but we have to look into it. And there's people who are experts in how to get that done. That's a true statement. It's just we have to branch out. Just like that testing lab. He sees the future because the weed's not all. I have to have the opportunity to do a lot of different things in these fields. So we're working on that. It takes a lot of red tape and it takes a lot of stuff going on. And it takes a commitment. The consultants like to make money. Right? They don't do it for free. So we brought the lab, the mushrooms So we brought to that lab the mushrooms we bought at Shroom House on December 1st, a week before the police shut it down. It turns out Shroom House was selling real shrooms. Ours contained 4.73 milligrams of psilocybin per gram of dried fungi, or about 0.47%, less than 0.5% by weight. Psilocybin is the active ingredient in the magic mushroom, along with psilocin. Our sample didn't contain enough psilocin to be detected, which is not unusual, Rose City says. I think the author might be making a mistake here. Psilocin is what happens inside our body. It creates psilocin as it synthesizes inside of us. So, for it to have psilocin sitting in it in a neutral state would be very unusual. The shrooms we bought were called Penis Envy. Listen to this. This cracks me up. So named because they look like little dicks. Penis Envy is a substrain of Psilocybe cubensis that, according to shroom sites on the internet, has higher levels of psilocybin than other strains. The clerk at the Shroom House told us the same thing, which is why we bought them from that. But our Penis Envy shrooms were a little flaccid. A pretty good line right there. My Penis Envy shrooms are a little flaccid. It's a pretty middle-of-the-road example, Bjorn Freach, the research chemist at Rose City, told us in an email. Most psilocybin cubensis samples come in at a little over 0.5%. Let's remember this one came in at 43, a little under 0.5%. Given the figures, Freach says, it would take 1 or 2 grams of Shroom House Penis Envy to feel its effect, 4 to 5 to trip, and 6 or more to trip balls. Parentheses, our words, not his. So the research scientists didn't talk about tripping balls. We did a 1-subject human trial. Thank you, Monica. What's a 1-subject human trial? Brock did one yesterday. No, was it the day before? A 1-subject human trial. The author says we did a 1-subject human trial confirming that a gram made for an interesting evening. Another test of Shroom House products went less well, Freach says. A member of his staff brought in some Magic Kingdom gummies that, in addition to being completely ripping off Walt Disney imagery, down to suggesting that you'd feel like Mickey Mouse if you ate the whole package. Who does that? Who packages with a Donald Duck and says, if you ate the whole package, you're going to quack? It'll quack you up. It purported, these gummies purported to be from penis envy mushrooms. In fact, the mushrooms contained no natural psilocybin or psilocin. Rather, they contained a synthetic compound called acetylpsilocin. It was first synthesized by Albert Hofmann in the 1960s, who discovered LSD for research. It's not bad, Free says, but it's not mushroom derived. Bathroom acid. They've made bathroom acid and put it in the gummies, and they're selling it as Mickey Mouse gummies. The Magic Kingdom gummies wouldn't have passed muster with the Oregon regulators. But then again, nothing about the shroom house did, and that's why it's gone. End of deal. Be careful. Be careful out there, kids. Shysters everywhere. Everything. Toilet acid's even better than bathtub acid, right, Badgie? Give me 5 people, give me 10 people, 10 people that appreciated that I read that article. I think it's smart for us to know what's going on out there. I'll wait for 10 people to say, Pops, thanks for reading that. Take what you want from it. There's a lot of information in there, and then there's a lot that's not, right? I'm waiting for 10 people. Are you guys even here? Okay, Diskey is. D. Anderson is. Okay, Tripp's appreciating me. Okay. That was good, right? That was a good article. We have to look at, excuse me, one moment. There's a lot of messages in that article, you guys. And that's the first state that's really moving forward in a positive way, according to their legislation, which sometimes gets super goofy. But that's one of the first states, and you can already see the games that are going to be played. Man, it's so important to not play games like that. It's so important to have integrity in this community. It's super important. I'm going to tell you another one. It happens all the time. Tammy Wallace, good morning. Tammy says, hi, I'm new. You guys know what that means. That means, Tammy, we're going to give you a bunch of chocolate donuts. It's like you just came to the meeting first time. We're getting you a chair. We're going to get you a chocolate donut. We're going to wipe your mouth, this and that. Everybody's going to give you a few donuts. And it'll be the last time you ever get a chocolate donut from us in your life. No, save some so you can throw them at other new people. May I talk just a little bit more about integrity and mycology? May I talk about it just a little bit more? You know I'm going to. It's okay to augment your income. 3 years ago when I first started being on IG, and 2 years ago I started on YouTube, one of the big things was people trying to sell you pre-sterilized bags of grain. A lot of us do it here at our house. We can do it. I can sterilize bags of grain, and while I'm doing it, you know what goes through my brain? I'm like, it would be a neat idea. Why don't I make an extra 10 bags, and I'll try to sell those to my friends so they don't have to take the time and energy and expense of materials, and I'll make an extra buck or two on the side. And then I'll take that money and I can buy my substrate so I can help pay for my hobby. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. I like that a lot. I really like that. Most of people that do that don't stop at 10 bags. Oh, I'm going to be the grain salesman of all time. They take an order too big, they can't complete it, they send it, it's turning green, they can't support the customer. They ended up, the customer probably is doing something wrong too. And now you have bags of green grain, and then do you take care of them? Do you send the person back their money? And most people end up screwing somebody and then walking away. That's been my experience. Garage guy, you go along pretty good for a couple of minutes and then you end up getting into trouble with your situation. You end up sending something out that's dirty, or they claim it. You know what I'm talking about. And you end up falling. And you don't keep the integrity of what your original intent was, which was just to help your hobby a little bit and maybe get your friends some stuff. It's a terrible thing. Then there's other people that actually launch and they make it to a certain level and they're doing good at it. They make $1 or $2. There isn't anything wrong with supporting your mycology. I personally find it wrong to profit. Because then I get into the Maria Sabina business, and the next thing you know, the village is going to burn my house down. And I'm not going there. But to support or at least come close. Most of us know that if we have an expensive hobby, racing, airplane flying, growing 200 tubs of mushrooms, usually you spend money doing your hobby. You know that. And that's okay. Where am I going with all this? Integrity in the community. Here's what we've tried to do at the Detroit Mush Lab. I won't say try. We are doing it at the Detroit Mush Lab. We call it a table. There's a big table. Think of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. You'll always, and I'm telling you, even Pop sitting here, and you guys think, Pop spends more money making it than he does. His hobby costs him money. So far. How could it not? It's not even legal yet. It's not even legal. But my plan is platforming myself and helping my state get it legal to where there will be a little profit center there, not just for me, but for employees, legal employees that you can write a check to, that are going to be doing something they really like to do legally and making a check from it. You talk about supporting a community. Now, all of a sudden, a guy can send his kid to college. That'll be how it's supposed to work. Okay? Back to the story. The Detroit Mush Lab. We're a bunch of pirates. Right? We're a bunch of pirates. We're all out there doing stuff that pirate pioneers. Let me put it to you that way. Okay? And when I say we're all, there's about 9 people right now involved in the Detroit Mush Lab. It's not, RJ, it's called the DetroitMushLab.com. And there's like 9 people involved in it now. So remember King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table? That's what we're like. But there's no King Arthur. But there is a Knights of the Round Table. And a couple of princesses in there too. We have a couple of princesses sitting at the table. But picture it that way, if you would, with me, because that's the way I explain it to people. We're all sitting around this very large table. There's a feast available at this table. But the feast that's available at the table is only based off of what you bring to the table. I'm going to bring a turkey leg. Sandy's going to bring a salad. Carrie's gonna bring a big, huge meatloaf. I mean, we can have the spread of spreads because everybody's bringing something to the table, something unique, something special, something of their own. There is room at the table for anything unique, special, and more, as long as it's you're bringing it with integrity and you're helping the micro community. And when I say that, there's almost a test. MVP, we talk about him here like he's beyond integrity. You send him an order, he sends you tracking, and that thing is in the mail that day. Done. He sends me the tracking. Puts it in the mail. It's out. It's gone. Those are the guys that you can even move forward at the table once in a while. There's room at the table, but it's not forward and back because it's a round table, so I'm wrong. What am I talking about again? Go back. What do you think about a guy? What do you think about a guy that comes to the table? Our table. Reaches over, takes something off of somebody else's plate, puts it in front of them, plays with it for a little while. And then they come out and they say, you could buy this from me for cheaper than you could buy it from that guy. Is that okay? That's a rhetorical question. We all know. That stinks to high heaven. That stinks to high heaven. If you're going to sit at our table, you're not going to do that to people at our table. You know what we would do with somebody like that? Remove them from the table. You might come back, but for now, I want to remove you. I want to tell you that there's people that are doing that. You should stop it. You shouldn't do that. You took something off of somebody else's plate that worked hard, and they're sitting there legitimately, impeccably at that table. And you would take something from them, remanufacture it, relabel it, and undersell that person. That's not what this community is about. And I'm speaking very directly to a few people. So if it's not you, big deal. The agreements say don't take anything personally. Okay? But if you're doing that, don't think that the other people at the table don't know. So stop it. Enough said. Okay? Enough said. Let's open up this beautiful package from Parker. Okay? Let's open up this beautiful package from Parker. Oh, Parker. Parker knows I'm a fisherman too. Look at this. Wag of the finger, I know. Okay. Hey, Pops. You know, Parker and Jessica have become so kind to me. Really. And then on a recent order, incredibly patient. Thank you, Parker. Hey, Pops, just a few lines to wish you a very happy birthday. May you get all you wish for and much more. Thanks again for all you do for us. I hope you enjoy these. I'd love to hand pour swim baits and different stuff. If you're from the South, I'm sure you have heard of Bobby Garland brand baits. Well, that's my uncle. So I kind of get the plug on artificial baits. If you need more, let me know. Here are a few swim baits and Haagen-Dazs jigs and a few hand-tied flies that I tie. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful skills right here. Man, I love that. Hand-tied flies. I've always wanted to do that. The old little vise right there. I'm going to tie a feather on there. And I'm going to, oh, boop, boop, boop. That's awesome. Hope you catch more than your buddies. I do too. I want to outfish Captain Jeff this year. That's my goal. Impossible, but I'm shooting for it. And thanks again for all the hard work you do to make all this happen. We, all of us, now love to have a place to call home. Happy birthday. Love always. Your biggest fans, Parker and Jessica. Thank you so much, Parker. What a beautiful note. Look at these. Look at these. Jeff, we're good. We're going to keep filling up the old tackle box. Wait for this one. These are really good, man. Thank you, bro. These are we can actually use these right here, Jeff. These we can probably actually use when we're jigging. Okay? Those are great. I know. Hey, Badgie's going with us a couple of times this year, Jeff. And Tad was over this. Oh, wait. Hand-tied ties by Parker. Pull one out, Bridge. Okay. That'd be a good one for jigging, for sure. But these, look at these. Parker, this is exciting. Thank you. Look at this little hand-tied one. I can see the tie and everything on this thing. Look at that. Thank you. The best part about it is how thoughtful to give away something they handmade. Yeah. We definitely, we troll Anthony, yes, but we actually call it drag. When we troll, we're actually dragging. We're dragging our bait and our weights and our lines to where they're about 6 inches off of the bottom of the river, because the walleye are all at the very bottom. So our presentation is typically a drag. Parker, thank you so much. I have another present here. I'm not going to open it until tomorrow with you guys, but it's from Will Kreitzer of Print House 321. You can imagine what it is. I can only imagine that there's printer stuff and fun and stuff like that in there. Parker, we do use a planer board. RJ, no, the site is not down. You have to type it into the address box. Or go to any other search engine besides Google. Right now, we have blanked Google out as a search engine for us, and it's for security reasons. So if you go to any other site, any other search engine, you can find us, or if you type it into the address box. Okay? And then you also, I have a UR code, one of those codes that you can just take a picture of and boop, it sends you straight to the site. So if you send me a DM on IG, I'll send you a picture of the UR code. And then that'll get you on there. Okay? Oh, just give me 1 second. Final thing, I know it sounds like it's been a commercial all morning, and I really don't mean it to be. But there are a lot of people that are working hard and putting in a lot of effort to support their hobbies. And you guys over at the Detroit Mush Lab, go on over there. There's new stuff there popping up all the time. That's one of the things we think is fun. If you haven't been there in 2 weeks, you're going to find new stuff there. What's the newest? Censored Citizen Scientist has put tinctures on there. These tinctures will blow your mind. Can you imagine a cordyceps tincture, and it's a double... tell them about it, Censored. It's a double extract, excuse me. double extract, and he didn't use powders. He used pure fruit to begin it, the tinctures. And he's writing to me, he goes, Pops, what should I sell these for? These tincture like that's going for about $80 in California. I know people. This is my business. I know stuff. Okay. It's going for like $80 a vial, 4-ounce vial like he has. Or is it 4 gram? That's not what he's selling them for. You'll go check it out. It's ridiculous. But that's what we're supposed to do. We're not looking to make a lot of money off of anybody. We're looking to pay for our supplies. That's it. If you think you were paying for our time, forget about it. We have 3 giveaways. Let's do one of them right now. Yesterday, we were talking about essential spices. Excuse me, and we're going to do a different one. Yesterday, we were talking about top 10 American meals. Chicken fried steak won the game yesterday. Go today. Let's go now. Top 10 American meals. I'm picking one off of the list. Go. I'm picking one off of the list. Top 10 American meals. Meatloaf, that's one. It's on the list. I didn't pick that one today. Monica, she's not on the list, Kimberly. No, we're not eating Monica up for a top 10 meal. Hamburger, pizza, biscuits and gravy. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Joey Fortunato already won. Joey killed the game for you guys. Top 10, burger, buffalo wings, hot dogs, apple pie, macaroni and cheese, fried chicken, meatloaf, chicken fried steak, biscuits and gravy and Joey, pancakes, and then the old Reuben and a pizza. Joey already nailed it. Joey, Hags wants to send you this box. Hags is going to send you this box. Hags wants you to have a candy cane. You're also going to get a whole bunch of stickers from his beautiful state of Maryland. You're going to get a tag that tells you much love from him and his beautiful wife. Anytime you need to wipe that chocolate donut, boom, you can do that now. And let's go ahead. This is the funnest part. He's sending you yak. Personally grown. 3.5 grams of his own yak. Yik yak, it's an attack. Joey Fortunato, you can thank Hager Bump for this. If you wouldn't mind, send a quick Hags. Thank you, bro. And after you do that, send me your address at thedetroitmushlab.com and I'll send this out to you. Hey, what a beautiful day it is today. Gosh, it's beautiful out today. Let me show you. Lately, it's been snowing, right? It's finally stopped. Look at that day. Boop. Oh, Ruffy's so happy. Ruffy's so happy. Hey, I have a Ruff report, too. Some of you know Ruff, personally. Most of you know of him. But some of you know Ruff, personally. I remember very well at Mushfest, this last one we had at Kim's and Sandy's birthday here. What was it, January 4th? 3rd and 4th? Some people talked about Ruff's gain of weight. His slight puffiness. I might have gone snossagey. Some of you noticed that he became semi-snossagey, right? Sandman's like, yeah, he's getting a chubby butt, Pops. He's been on a diet ever since. The minute you guys left, okay? I swear, the minute you guys left, that's it, kid. No more snicks. No more snacks. Half a portion for breakfast and 3/4 portion for dinner. And you're exercising. Can I tell you, this is the funniest thing. Dogs, it's hard for a dog once they put on weight for it to lose weight. It's hard. Ruff's losing it like an athlete. I swear to God, he's looking amazing. Ruff is looking like he is shredding it. It was like, really? That's all I had to do was just knock off the snacks? You notice it. It's only been a month. It's only been a month, and he's just like, and I'm getting super excited because I'm not kidding. I'll take a picture later or another week or so once he is slimming down. Okay, just so you guys know. I know some of you are really concerned, and I appreciate that, but the kid is well on his way to slimming down. Okay? And we have to keep it up. I used to always tell myself that. You'd see a fat dog or something. That's the owner's responsibility. You're the one that feed. And here I come along, I have a puff dog. This is the first puffy dog I ever had. And then my friends here at Mushfest, they did a good job of reminding me, you have a really puffy dog, Pops. So we're fixing that. I thought that was important for me to tell you guys. Let's get impeccable. Give me 5 people that want to be impeccable or want to learn more about it. What's this? The groundhog didn't see his shadow? Okay. Oh, I know, Paige. That though he's got those eyes and he stares at you when you're eating and you're just like, no, you're fat, you get nothing, pal. Okay? You got nothing coming. He's such a good dog. He's such a good dog. God, I have a good dog. And I let him get a little bit overweight, and I'm taking accountability for that, and he has to starve as a result. Poor guy. I think it's just shrinking his stomach a little bit. Come on, pups. Okay, we were talking about sin yesterday. We were talking about impeccability means without sin. And then we went into all the Archer and Marine Corps training stuff. And the big deal about sin is just, you missed. You missed. That's it. There's no judgment. There's no victim. There's not even a drill instructor screaming in your ear. That doesn't happen. Even on the firing range, they don't scream at you there. They want you dialed in. They want you to really concentrate. They want you to learn how to do it right. So it isn't done by fear and screaming like a lot of their other training. If you missed, that's okay. Kid, shoot again. We're going to teach you how to do this. We got 2 weeks here. By the time you're done, you're going to be an expert. And every kid that walked off that firing line was an expert. Was a Marine Corps trained rifleman. And nobody got judged or nobody got yelled, oh, you're a terrible. You miss, you shoot again. From this point of view, the whole concept of sin changes from something moral or religious to something common sense. Sin begins with the rejection of yourself. Self-rejection is the biggest sin that you can commit. Catholics have this, it used to freak me out as Catholic. There were grades of sin. There was the venial sin. Oh, that's like a white lie sin. There's the mortal sin. Oh, mortal sin, man, I'm going to have to do a lot more Hail Marys and Our Fathers to get out of that one. Then there was the sin that couldn't be forgiven. It's like, why are you leveling up sins? Either you missed or you didn't. In religious terms, self-rejection is one of those mortal sins. It's a really high level one. Top of the line sin. Top shelf sin. Isn't that funny what our religions teach us? There's a little sin right here. You told your wife she looked good in the blue dress, but she really didn't. That was a sin, but that's a venial sin. Impeccability, on the other hand, leads to life. Self-rejection leads to death. Being impeccable with your word is not using the word against yourself. I'm stupid. I'm ugly. I can't do it. We'll all try. Those aren't impeccable statements. None of them. None of them are projecting you forward. If I love myself, I will express that love in my interactions with you. The person that loves themselves expresses it in their interactions with others. You almost know what their character's like. You can feel the aura on certain people, can't you? If I love myself, I will express that love in my interactions with you. And then I am being impeccable with the word, because that action will produce a like reaction. Listen, if I love you, then you will love me. If I insult you, you will insult me. If I have gratitude for you, you will have gratitude for me. If I use the word to put a spell on you, you're going to put a spell on me. We use this platform here every day for good. Good spells. That's why it feels good to come here. The reason we're here is express that love and express that gratitude. The people that have come here, there have been a few. About complaining kind of a person. They don't stick around here very long because we're just not like go out in the garden and eat worm guys. It's not even comfortable for them. They either have to change their program or they have to find another place that program works for them. Here, the words that we use or the comments, because you're using them right there on your text, are about being good to each other. If I'm selfish with you, you'll be selfish with me. I'm not giving you any. Get your own. I grew these for me. Grow your own. Wow. I know people like that. There's a guy that grows some of the best weed I've ever had. He's a get your own guy. Grow your own. I'm like, bro, you don't even get it. Like, your stuff sucks now. Being impeccable with your word is the correct use of your energy. It means to use your energy in the direction of truth and love for yourself. If you make an agreement with yourself to be impeccable with your word, I'm going to say this again. If you make an agreement with yourself to be impeccable with your word, just with that intention, the truth will manifest through you and clean all the emotional poison that exists within you. Just by making that commitment to yourself. I will be impeccable with my word. Period. I'm just going to be. That's an intention. Will you always do it? No. Pops doesn't always do it. But it's my intention. Clearly my intention. I make that very clear. My intention is to be honest and filled with integrity and love and kindness. Do I always do it? No. Do I lose my temper? Does somebody trigger me with an old program? Yes. Not as much today as before. But if my intention is to be impeccable, That's a lot different than my intention is to sit down at the table, take something off of someone else's plate, put it in front of me, and sell it for less. That's a different intention, guy. That's not impeccable. It took an intention. I have to actually intend to reach over there and grab that and put it in front of. The intentions are so whack. There's no impeccability in any of it. The truth will manifest through you and clean all the emotional poison that exists within you. It does right then, right there. The minute, I'm not even joking, it's like you put a spell on yourself. I am going to be impeccable. I am impeccable. The next interaction you're going to have, if you keep, I'm going to approach this with impeccability. I don't want to sin. I don't want to do anything against myself in this situation. I don't want to hurt I don't want to judge, victim. I don't want to do anything against myself. I'm going to be impeccable in this situation. If that's my intention, I can tell you 99 out of 100 times you'll succeed. It's only the 100th, oops, I missed. 99 out of 100 times, because you're approaching it with that intention. The minute you approach it with that intention, all of the emotional baggage that you have in you is gone. It doesn't even exist. It only comes back when you change your intention. Only comes back when you change your intention. You empty all of that space from emotional poison and baggage because you don't intend to visit that ever again. I'm going to be impeccable. You have so much free open space now to fill up with goodness and kindness. Your vessel's like half full, only half full now. Making this agreement is difficult because we have learned to do the exact opposite. We have learned to lie as a habit of our communication with others, and more importantly, with ourselves. How many people here lied to themselves yesterday? I did. I told myself I was going to do a certain task, and I didn't do it. I put it off till today. That was a lie to myself. That was a sin against myself. That was not impeccable. I don't even feel good about it this morning as I'm looking at the task going, you got to do this today now. You told yourself you're going to do it yesterday. You didn't. Don't try to pretend you didn't. Now I have emotional baggage from it. So I have an intention today. Do exactly what I said. Even what I said I was going to do yesterday, I still have to do today now. It was a simple task, but it now weighs heavily on my otherwise no hot dog stained shirt. That's the only hot dog stain I got on me from yesterday, but I feel it. I learned to lie to myself. I'm really, really grateful that I have an opportunity to confess it right now. Now I have an intention today to complete that task. And I don't have a judgment, a victim, anything else. I just didn't get it done yesterday. I will get it done today. That's my intention, my impeccable intention. Forget the emotional baggage from not doing what I said yesterday. You know how deep you can take yourself when you keep screwing up and you keep blaming yourself every day? That's the guy that's depressed and anxious. Parker, I would argue they were the same thing. I was lying and procrastinating, and I lied to myself. In a procrastination, I lied to myself. We learn to lie as a habit of our communication with others, and more importantly, with ourselves. We are not impeccable with the word. The power of the word is completely, I'm going to read one more paragraph. The power of the word is completely misused here in hell, the dream world. We use the word to curse. That's another sick thing I think about. Out of the same mouth, I can say F you, and I can say, oh, baby, I love you. Filth comes pouring out of my mouth. And then, oh, I'm going to be a love poet out of the same mouth. Same sewer hole. That's a sin against myself. That is a sin against myself. To sewer hole my mouth. I need this mouth to be available to say good and kind things. And I don't want sewer crap coming out at the same time or right before or right after. So I have to practice. No sewer mouth, or that love mouth is bullshit too. Mixed in. Ugh, how creepy. Cursing, blaming, finding guilt, destroying people. There's people out there who love destroying. A lady sitting in a trailer park in Florida. She can't stop. It's been a year, and I'm still a target. She can't stop. Really? I just hope a hurricane doesn't hurt her. That's all. A year later, we find out, oh yeah, there's still some gossip. How? What have you been doing for a year with your mouth? Haven't we moved on? How sad. We use the word to curse, to blame, to find guilt, and to destroy. Of course, we also use it the right way, but not too often. Mostly we use the word to spread our personal poison, to express anger and jealousy and envy and hate. See, that we don't do here. That's why tea feels good. There has anger, jealousy, and hate do not exist on my planet. They certainly can't exist on Tea with Pops. Those are the creepiest emotions: anger, jealousy, and hate. The word is pure magic, the most powerful gift we have as humans, and yet we use it against ourselves. We plan revenge. Let's sit out and plan it. Chart it out. I'm gonna get him. We create chaos with the word. We use the word to create hate between races. Between nations. We misuse the word so often, and this misuse is how we create and perpetuate the dream of hell. Misusing it. Misuse of the word is how we pull each other down and keep each other in a state of fear. Because the word is magic, and it's the magic that humans possess, misuse of the word is negative magic. We use negative magic all the time without even knowing our word is magic at all. I'm going to end it there. We're going to pick this back up tomorrow. I have 2 giveaways. But I want you to walk away with this today. Your mindful thought. Your word is magic. If you can't get that, then none of this is going to work for you. But if you can understand that your words are literally the spells that create things to happen. And then it becomes so simple, like for us, like, why wouldn't I just only say good ones? Any other ones that I would ever use are just going to cloud up this world and cloud up my world and cloud up the universe and create more negativity to everywhere. I don't have time for any of that. I barely have time for my tubs, let alone I want to create more chaos in this universe. So watch what you say. Watch who you say it to. Be impeccable with your word. I would say please, especially at home. Start at home. There shouldn't be anything but good and kind words coming out of your mouth towards your mate. Guess what will happen? Oh, well, she'll argue, she'll fight back, she'll say something. If you did it consistently for a consistent period of time, you literally change the atmosphere in your home. You think, oh, I can just do it today, and oh, it didn't work. See, there he went out and drinking again. Then you didn't. He made it about you again. You have to be consistent. You can personally change the atmosphere in your home. You have to be impeccable with your word. Guess what happens? Final thought. Our kids watch us. They're smart. They're like, but you said you were going to do, and you didn't. You're programming them. A, I'm not impeccable. B, it's okay. You cannot be impeccable too. That's how it works. Be very, very careful. You say something, you're going to do something around one of your kids. Freaking do it. And the biggest reason why? Because you don't want to sin against yourself. But when you don't, you're sinning against baby because you're programming him. Let's remember that. You're not just hurting yourself. 2 giveaways. We're looking good on this impeccability study so far, aren't we, you guys? Yeah, but you promised, right, Overjoyed? Are we looking pretty good on this impeccability study so far? Huh? We're doing good. We're going to do... We're going to do a what am I? We're going to do a what am I? Let's do a what am I? I'm going to read off a couple of clues. The first person to say what I am, will get a prize. Okay? Americans consume 16 pounds of me per year. Americans consume 16 pounds of me per year. Sugar, red meat turkey, butter beef, sugar rice, RX1, already got it. RX, good job, RX. I'm happy you won. I am the most important food in the world, accounting for 20% of all calories consumed. Wow. 20% of all calories consumed in the world are rice. Americans consume 16 pounds of meat per year. Personally, I love rice. The older and older I've gotten, the more I like rice. Over half of the population of Thailand is involved in the production of meat. I was used to build the Great Wall of China. I am the best way to save an iPhone that has been dropped in water. And I'm a grass seed. I didn't know that. Rice is grass. Okay. So, RX. You have a nice little package here. Whenever you want to get a hold of Pops on the Detroit Mush Lab, all you have to do is, I'm going to send you this. All you have to do is scan this. Boop. You'll be right there. Okay? Take you right there like it's boop, portal. These came from Kim. These are Kim's caps. She left them here. And we're finding a few things that people left. We're getting those out. Those are caps to you. We also want to send you these caps. Hers were 200 milligrams each. We're going to go ahead and send you some 400 milligram each. RX, you know how to work with these. One, and off to the museum you go. Okay? Boop, it's a museum dope. Let's send you one of these too. Let's send you this monster. Okay? That's a heck of an ODPE, old dirty penis envy. Does that look flaccid to you? Give me 4 people, 5 people say that is not flaccid. It's very hard, actually. Give me 5 people before I move on. Pops, that's not flaccid at all. Okay? So we'll put all this in the box for you. Oh gosh, that was a pretty funny line in that article. RX, this is going to be fun. If you could get me your address, I'll send this out to you right away at the DetroitMushLab.com. Let's do one more giveaway. Let's do one more. All right. That's not flaccid at all. Okay. We are going to do top 10. Let's do a top 10 for the final giveaway today. All right. Gosh, I love you guys. 76 people here, 77 likes. So that's pretty nice. Somebody liked it, had to still go to work. Okay. The toucan. And with mushrooms, it's not about the motion, it's about the size. Trust me. Okay. Top 10 grape producing countries. Top 10, Douglas Treaty, take it easy. Top 10 grape producing countries. Give me some countries that are producing grapes out there. Okay, Sharon, Italy and France and Greece and France and Italy and Australia and Italy. Boy, a lot of you guys liked Italy. You know what? Italy's number 1. I didn't pick it. Afghanistan, 77. That's the real number, Matt. Italy, France, Australia, Italy, Portugal, Mexico, Greece, Indonesia, Italy, France, Paris, Italy, Argentina, Texas, Germany, Pakistan. I got you guys on this one. I smoked you guys on this one. Spain, Colombia, Argentina, Vietnam, Thailand, Argentina, Turkey. You guys, let's get over to the African continent. Shoot on over to the African continent and grab a country off of that. Republic of Georgia, Germany, Spain, China. Get over to the continent of Africa. Grab a country from there. Thailand, Chile, Spain, USA, Sicily, Spain, Brazil, Israel, Spain, Turkey, Belgium, Romania, Lithuania, Prague, Netherlands, Australia, Mexico, Greece, India, Georgia, Alternators, Spain, Australia, Costa Rica, Ethiopia. We're finally in Africa. Italy, Zambia, Portugal, USA, Cuba. Boom, Bab, Elion, Burns, South Africa. Bab, or you knew, Bab, Elion, Burns. Exciting that Bab won. The answer was South Africa. You South Africans know you grow grapes. Italy, number 1. France, number 2. Let me see that again. I don't recognize that name, and that's okay. Hold on. Okay. Number 1, Italy. Number 2, France. Number 3, Spain. Number 4, US. Number 5, Turkey. Number 6, Argentina. Number 7, Iran. Number 8, Portugal. Number 9, Bab got this one, South Africa. And number 10, Greece. That was a pretty good top 10. You guys were struggling with that one until Babs came along. Bab, this is what you won. You want a portal to Pops? Stick that somewhere nice. Maybe even on the rear view mirror of your car. Be perfect. You can look at me every time you're driving. You're going to get some capsules from Kim. 200 milligrams each. And then Pops wants you to get some 400 milligrams as well. 400 milligram microdose. And then you're also getting a non-flaccid ODPE sample. So if you can send me your address, Babs, I'll get this sent out to you ASAP. Beautiful day, T Crew. Thanks for being here. Thank you, seriously, from the bottom of everybody's heart. A lot of goodness going on here. A lot of kindness, a lot of growing. This back and forth stuff. We're not here to complain. We're not here to argue. We're not here to gossip. We're not here to guilt people. We're not here to point. We're not here to shame. We're not here to do anything except have an intention of being impeccable. Will you always know? That's not the key. The key is when you have the intention, you've opened up. You're completely open. Now practice. Who knows this? The more often you shoot, the better you get. If you haven't been hitting your target lately, you have to keep practicing, that's all. Practice. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm going to scroll out now. Nerdy and Jay, Aaron, love you too, Jay. And Overjoyed and Joey and Herbie and Matt and Ruth and Ms. Duff. First time catching you live. Ms. Duff, come back tomorrow. We want to give you some donuts. Thank you for being here. See, new people all the time. This is a beautiful world. Sharon and Bridgie and MVP and Toucan and 71. I'm here to listen to a great person, share love and wisdom, and the great people in chat are up on it. 71, you're a kind person. Thank you. Mozzie and Sandy, Cindy Sandman. 76 days till I see my buddy. Matt Leonard and Mike Barry Ball and Rebel Rob and Desi and Michael B. Michael B. and Tin Can and Jesus Christ. Michael Brown. I'm not sure what's going on, bro, but I've had a box here for you for more than a week. If you don't send me your address today, bro, I'm putting it back in inventory, okay? So get that to me impeccably, or I got to put your box back. Tin Can, Jesus Christ, and Benny Ben, and Bridgie, and CME Grow, and Streety, and MVP, and Free, and Matt, and Exception, and Anthony, and Joey Portunado, and Overjoyed, and Penny Pack, and Will. Will, be here tomorrow, please. Will, please be here tomorrow. Ladbrand, Sid Hunter, RX and Mike and Tad and Parker. Love you too. Thank you for the beautiful gifts, Parker. Jolie and Nerd. We're all practicing, right? Leonard Oaks is climbing a tree. Captain Shroomy and me. Snuffleupagus. Bridgie. I'm Kimberly and Ms. Duff. Donuts, you gotta get here, Ms. Duff. They're chocolate. Hope you like chocolate. Silly Gal and Censored and Toucan and Overjoyed Michael and Cappy Pence and Jesus Christ and TV Boy. Sharon Sparks. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ in Australia. The Exception Page. Michael Brown, thank you. Mike Barry Ball, Herbie, Von Worry Kebab, The Big Kiss, Saska Mojo, Jesus Christ, Sharon. We'll get it, Jesus Christ. Eric will get it. I think he already has it. Sharon Sparks, Parker, Herbie, Michael Brown. No, Mike, I'm not taking it like that. You send it to me like everybody else. Censored, Sandman, MVP. Thank you, Will. Mike, Jesus Christ, and Herbie. Pops, everybody, have a wonderful day. Pops, peace, love one another, be kind, have impeccable intentions, and practice. Have a great day, kids.